Now we'll travel with the mom right from the moment she gets delivered till first few weeks after delivery. If you have delivered vaginally, you can breastfeed the baby immediately as soon as feasible, and immediately in case of cesarean delivery, you are advised to breastfeed the baby within 1 hour after the surgery. So usually breastfeeding will start coming from day 3. In the first 2 days, it is what is called as colostrum. That is very important for the baby. Though it comes as little drops, even those little drops might be enough for the baby. But you need to keep the baby to the breast and let the baby feed those colostrum, which is very rich in immunoglobulins that will give a lot of immunity to the baby. From third day, you can expect more amount of milk to pour in. In the beginning phase, latchment, that means the way the baby gets attached to the breast is something new for you as well as to the baby. Those practical tips we'll try to address now. Regarding positioning, you can breastfeed the baby either in lying down position or in sitting position. If you are lying down, you make sure that you and the baby are actually facing each other. That means if you are turning, if say you are lying in your right lateral position, that means your right upper limb, right hand is low down. Then you make sure that even the upper limb, right hand is low down. Then position, say this is mother and this is the baby. You don't expect, you're not supposed to be like facing the roof. You just try to turn in such a way that you both, here the baby comes, both of you are facing each other. Mother is facing the baby is facing the mother. To support this, you may have to roll up say the cloth which you have used for the baby, just roll it a little bit so that will give some support for the baby. Okay, when you are supporting the baby, make sure that you don't touch baby's head at all while supporting. Only from the part below the neck has to be supported for this position. Okay, this is regarding in lying down position. When you can breastfeed the baby even in sitting position, make sure that your back is getting enough support, and then hold the baby in such a way that baby's head is actually free and the rest of the body you are supporting it with the other hand. Here the baby's head is free and the rest of it you are supporting it with your left hand. This is how these are the positions where you can try, and there are also other positions, but these are the things which are commonly used. And next is whether to bring the baby directly to the breast or there are any other techniques. We'll try to see into those. Thing is, if you bring the baby directly to the breast, baby might just open the mouth little, and you might have seen sometimes that baby's nose is probably getting pressed. So what to do for that? When you're bringing baby to the breast, make sure that baby's eyes are at the level of nipple. So naturally, because baby can't drink with eyes, so baby will try to fall against the process. There is enough space. That means baby can actually take breathing clearly because there is no compression over nose, and as well as make sure that black part of the nipple, especially the lower part, is totally into baby's mouth. Little upper part, if it's little exposed outside, that is also okay, but most of the part should be inside baby's mouth. If you try to train the baby in this way, baby will itself start searching for the nipple and will open the mouth wide and then start feeding. There are more number of ducts, so every time when the baby sucks, only few amount of milk will flow from only few amount of ducts. Say there are, for understanding sake, let's put it this way. Say there are some around 10 to 20 pipelines, but when the baby sucks, every time all the pipelines will not be opened. At every suck, say around 5 6 pipelines might get open, and from here the breast milk starts coming down. So what you need to check is, especially in the beginning days, say we are talking about the initial days, right? So in those days, one just wipe the nipple with a wet tissue or with some clean cloth. So when you press, you'll have to find milk spots, say at around 5 to 6 areas. If only from one side there is that is at the tip of the nipple. If you see milk spot is only there at one or two places, then probably there is some clogging of the ducts that you need to wipe off. These might take some few days for the baby, for the nipples to get adjusted. So make sure just before feeding the baby, you just press over the nipples and make sure and see that at least 4 5 spots are getting opened. If you ignore this part, what happens is at consecutively at only one point baby will start getting food. So baby will get exhausted because baby has been sucking continuously, but there was not enough amount of milk. So this might discourage the baby. So, and then you also have to observe that just before feeding, breast must be little heavy, and after the feed, breast will look actually light. It should be soft, and you should be feeling comfortable. That's how you know that your actually baby is properly latched and your breasts are getting enough milk. The other way to see that you are getting enough milk is that once the baby feeds, and next question is how long to feed on one side. As I told you, breast milk composition is different at different phases of at different times. So initially in the beginning phases, you make sure that you breastfeed to the baby onto one side for say 10 to 15 minutes. 10 to 20 minutes is the time. Beyond 20 minutes, we usually don't encourage on one single breast. We advise to change over to the other breast. The other thing is, in the beginning phases, you may have to breastfeed the baby more frequently. Say you have just breastfeed the baby at 10:30 and now it's around 11:15 or 11:10. That means more than half an hour after your last feed, and now baby starts crying and baby is actually searching for nipple. Then you need not wait for those 2 hours to feed the baby. After half an hour, if there are signs that baby is hungry or if the baby is crying, there is no harm if you feed the baby. This all happens in the initial phases. That's how your body will understand the amount of milk needed for the baby. Both are new. So even the baby doesn't know and even your body doesn't know how much amount of milk to be produced. So initial few days, you may have to breastfeed the baby more often than in the later weeks. So once this breastfeeding gets established, your body will get an idea of the amount of demand the baby has. So then probably baby can suck both sides, say around 40 minutes. Baby might be resting for 2 to 3 hours. That will be in the next phases. So in the beginning phase, you will have to breastfeed whenever the baby demands. This is what is called as demand feeding. Okay. The other thing is you might see that when you're feeding onto one side, the other side is actually leaking. This is what is called as letting down reflex. It is not that there is in outpouring or overflow after breast milk. That is only a reflex because the other side is pouring out milk. So this breast also assumes that there is let down reflex from this side as well. After months pass, even this reflex will settle. So first main important thing is in the beginning you may have to breastfeed the baby more frequently. When you are about to breastfeed, just make sure that at 5 or 6 spots breast milk is still pouring just before putting the breast to the baby. And especially if the breast engorgement doesn't settle even after the baby feeds, that means there is some block somewhere. So sometimes you may have to massage the breast just before feeding, and then you make sure that you massage all over the breast. When you're breastfeeding, milk doesn't flow just from the nipple, it actually flows from whole of the breast. So you will have to massage all over. All these maneuvers I'm telling you may be needed for only a few weeks. After that, once the breastfeeding gets established, you need not worry, it will just happen everything automatically. But all these have to be taken care in the initial phases so that you don't face much trouble. Regarding cleaning of nipple, we don't recommend cleaning the nipple before every subsequent feed. But only thing is, as I told you, just nipple part that you need to make sure. Otherwise, there is no need to clean every time. Sometimes, if you are over cautiously doing it, you might even end up with fungal infection. What we recommend is you complete feeding onto one side and then start feeding onto the other side. Don't just keep on shuffling. As I told you, milk is rich in fluids or water, so baby might be just end up getting only water. Next is how frequently you have to feed. As I told, it should be demand feeding only. And then once baby gets adjusted, even if the baby goes, if for breastfed babies, even if they go or if they sleep continuously for 3 to 4 hours, need not disturb the baby. Let the baby rest. After that, there might be what is called as cluster feeding. Cluster feeding means like baby will try to compensate for this time. So once the baby wakes up, baby might be feeding more frequently. Say actually you expect the baby to feed once in 2 hours or once in 3 hours as per the baby's routine. But if the baby skips one breastfeed, it might baby might start feeding more frequently in the next subsequent hours. That is all okay. And how to know whether you are producing enough milk or not? After breastfeeding the baby, just try to empty the breast and see for how much amount of milk is actually secreted in the breast, left in the breast. If it is 30 ml still left, that's a good sign that you're actually producing good amount of breast milk. The other way is everything, all parameters are dependent on the baby. If the baby passes urine, say about 6 to 8 times a day, that means breastfeeding is enough. And the baby is passing motion or stools 4 to 5 times a day, that is also good. Most important thing is whether baby is gaining weight. As you keep checking with the pediatrician, if there is no weight gain, then there is something wrong is happening and that has to be addressed. Hope I have addressed the common concerns. Anything which you think is missing, let me know in the comment section. I'll try to revert back as soon as possible. And happy breastfeeding.